List. I'm here in Somerset, Massachusetts, visiting one of those hole in the walls. I am determined to find all the small mom and pop Portuguese businesses in across the United States, and here's one. All right, it's called Piri Piri Kitchen. Of course, they use piri piri on their food, and who doesn't like piri piri on their food? Can't be Portuguese and not like piri piri. So I wanted to just make a quick video on this place. I know they opened in 2020. So think about that, right? 2020, a new restaurant opened when hundreds of restaurants were closing. They were, seizing the moment, and they were opening. And they started out with takeout, and that was perfect. Let's go inside. I want to give you a sneak peek of what the menu looks like. All right, looks like they have bifanas, they have shrimp and Mozambique. All right, ooh, I see something called Piri Piri Kitchen nachos. That sounds really good. They have the fried chorizo sandwich, the Portuguese-style fish fillets, Azorean-style salmon, man. Carne porco lentejana, Azorean steak. Well, what's a Portuguese place without a prego, right? Look, there's the prego. The prato. Of course, they have your barbecue chicken, Portuguese style. All right. Also they have a catering option. So it looks like if you are, having a get-together or a party at home and you really don't feel like cooking, they have a good selection of food that you can cater, and I'm sure they can either deliver or you can pick it up. Also wanted to show you this right here. This looks exactly like my mother-in-law's soup. Check it out. This looks like their bean soup. That looks delicious. All right, and they have something called stuffies that I've never had, but something that I would probably like to try. Portuguese-style stuffies. There you go. All right, so Melissa just convinced me to try the stuffie. So we're going to try the Portuguese-style stuffie. A gentleman that was just here at the counter was telling us what it's made of, right? Can you
papo seco todo com chouriça e
seasoning
big bowl of food. It's
on a clam
shell. Yeah. So we're gonna try it out.
Let's try it. Let's do it. Alright guys, I was able to snatch Sandy real quick for a minute or two to just tell us her story. She's the owner of Piri Piri Kitchen, which opened in 2020. So tell us your story.
How good was it?
10%.
Okay. So we opened in 2020. We were going to be a Portuguese store with a very small menu. And the town of Somerset blew out my doors, and here we are 5 years later, closing at 8 o'clock, and the platters took off, and catering, and having a lot of fun in this tiny little space. Dá muito trabalho.
And I also want to say thank you for supporting the Portuguese community and continuing to keep our culture alive in America.
Oh, my pleasure.
It's so important for the next generations to continue the legacies that our parents started here in the United States. I'm second generation. No, I'm first generation actually. First generation. You're second generation. We have kids who are second generation. My wife is second generation, and it's because of her parents, my parents, your parents, that we're all here and we're all trying to make, live the American dream. So thank you.
My
all
pleasure.
right, thank you for
you.
bringing a little piece of Portugal closer to us. All right, so if you're in Somerset, Massachusetts, or you're passing through and you want to eat some good Portuguese food with some piri piri, right? Can't come here and not taste the piri piri. All right, pass by. We just had Portuguese stuffies, and they were amazing. Okay, they do not need extra piri piri. They
No.
already had enough piri piri on them. All right, so they were amazing. Okay, so make sure you come by and check it out. And the Portuguese stuffie. And what you thought? It was good.
I loved it. It was amazing.
And Sandy, the owner, super friendly.
She was thebomb.com. I don't know how old that is, but she was so helpful and
She's
so
so
amazing.
cool.
And
Yes.
she was, I'm like so over the moon with how amazing this adventure has been. It
Yeah.
really has been awesome. Like, these people are phenomenal. They're here to help each other out. They're here to lend a helping hand. They're here to like be a community. I mean, to me, that's more than anything.
Yep. Cinco estrelas.
5 estrelas.
Like, thanks for watching. Make sure you go to joãoslist.com. Check it out. If you're looking for a Portuguese place, check out our website, choose a location, and just go visit and support our